Premium.
Okay, you have your shirt off, right? I was curious. It's your household. I'm gonna ask out of respect to not make things weird. May I please take my shirt off?
I'm gonna put shirt. I'd rather put shirt on. Should I put shirt on?
Put it on.
Okay, no problem. And then while I'm putting a shirt on, can you sign up for YouTube Premium?
Because I have to tell you something.
What do you have to tell me?
I have to tell you 20 things, bro.
20 things?
I have to tell you 20 things. I'm actually kind of upset with you, man.
You're really upset, bro?
I'm upset with
sorry,
Pizza Brand. I have 20 things to tell you, bro.
What do you gotta tell
exquisite,
me,
exquisite, 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 exquisite. Peculiar, 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 peculiar. Obliviated, 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 obliviated. Better than hope, better than hope, better than hope, better than hope, better than hope. Cheers, family.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers, family.
I'm gonna call you Fulcrum. Fulcrum, I'm gonna be honest, man. You look faded than a hoe right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I dropped my sunglasses in the goddamn toilet, my friend.
How did you do that?
It was in my pocket, bro, and I was just taking a pissing tin, and then, goddamn it, it fell out of my pocket into the toilet.
Why you got your sunglasses in your pocket, though?
I don't know. Where else would they be? Where else would they be? Wearing them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know. I'm a Boddington.
Yeah, you are a Boddington.
Is crazy. It's like if he can't drink, then he's definitely not f***ing.
Hi everyone, it's me again, and Squish Gang is present on this here day. And today we're going to talk about a few things. We're kind of dipping our toes back in the manosphere and discussing a couple of people at this time. So whatever I've titled this video is whatever I've titled this video. And there's going to be chapters down below because I have a little bit of housekeeping to do as well. So that will be down below if you want to skip the intro. Before we get into that too, links, sources, Amazon, Patreon, ways to support the channel, all linked down below. Thank you again to my patron besties, names on the screen. Everything's musical now. And that is, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Now, I want to mention that down below, everything that I'm wearing on my face I've always had in my descriptions. And now there's like little affiliate links that link mostly to Ulta, depending. And even though I know I'm Canadian, most of my audience is in the States. And it seems like most people like buying stuff from Ulta because I can't link to Sephora. So just so you know, if you want to shop anything that I'm wearing, there will be links down below. And I have links to the specific websites if you're outside of the United States, if you want anything as well. And I do make a small commission off of that. That's marked in the description as well. It's the same stuff I've always put. It's the same lists I've always had. There's no incentive to use the links. It's just, that's what it is. But now you can go directly to it because a lot of people ask me where I get things, how I've gotten them, what they are. So now you can just get them yourself. And if there's no link, I can't get a link for it, the name is still there. Like I'm not like purposefully only using things I can link. You can see, like, for example, Natasha Denona, I can't link anything. It's still there. I still wear it. So I just wanted to mention that, and I'm going to start putting them in the other videos as well. And I still have my link, for example, for every Jewels that I think the sale goes on till the end of the month, and it stacks 10% with the link and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just saying that there's some more ways to diversify my social media. It's just things that people are telling me to do, and I think it might be a good idea. I don't know. I don't know anything. That is all. Even just that spiel gave me the heebies-jeebies, but like this is supposed to be a job for me or something, so I'm trying to like be professional even though it weirds me out. Parts of the video too. We are going to have 3 parts like usual. So we're going to talk about, for part 1, it's just going to be Andrew Tate getting arrested. Heyo! And then part 2 is going to be, we're going to talk about this person named Fulcrum. And then part 3 is going to be a reaction to Sneako x Fulcrum. How amazing. Yikes. So that's the video for today. And let's get right into it. So today, the date is December 30th, 2022. Last night in Canada at the time, I saw some tweetilies, and actually I didn't believe them at first. I was like, oh, people are just trolling before New Year's Eve. But there was tweets that Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested in Romania for charges of human sex trafficking. Now, I don't like to just report on things willy-nilly. I've made a couple of mistakes in the past that I have mentioned, and I tend to take videos down if I feel like I've reported poorly because I don't want them to continue to be shared. Now, when this happens, I also correct it in other videos. That being said, that is why I didn't do a video immediately, and I waited to let the dust settle a little bit to see what happened. And I watched Some Ordinary Gamer, and he found Mudahar, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I'll link the video down below too, and I'm going to put a clip of it in. But he found on like the Romanian, I believe it was like an anti-terrorism site, he used an acronym that I've never heard before. I think it must be something in the United States that they use, or internationally or whatever. But he found a description of an alleged arrest that had happened. They didn't name the Tate brothers necessarily, but there was also a video of storming a residence included that had the Tate house. And then you can see there's also other footage of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate being detained.
The actual footage of it right over here. Now, of course, you can see Andrew Tate's being escorted, doing a little model walk, escorted by Romanian feds. And initially, I thought this was a little wild, so I wanted to get even deeper and look at the original source for some of this, too. And so this brought me to the Direcția de Investigare you know what? This is the Counterterrorism Bureau of Romania, it seems, okay? Organizata și Terrorism. And they made a press release on the 12th of 2022. So this basically happened like this morning, a few hours ago. So on 29/12/2022, the prosecutors of the Directorate for the Investigation of Organized Crime and Terror, DICOT, Central Structure, together with police officers from the Bucharest Organized Crime Brigade, implemented 5 home search warrants in a case which investigations under the aspects of committing the crimes of constituting an organized criminal group. So this is actually a translation from Romania to English. So again, there are going to be mistranslations. There's going to be some conjugation errors. There's going to be some grammatical errors for sure. Human trafficking, and in the case, it was noted that at the beginning of 2021, 4 suspects, 2 British citizens and 2 Romanian citizens, constituted a criminal group organized in order to commit crimes on the territory of Romania, but also of other countries such as the United States of America and Great Britain at the crimes of human trafficking. Victims were recruited by British citizens by misrepresenting their intention to enter into a marriage, cohabitation relationship, and the existence of genuine feelings. So the lover boy method, basically, hey, I'll be your boyfriend, your husband, your lover, come in. They'd move over, and things would escalate from there. So the lover boy method, they were then later transported and housed in buildings in Ilfov County, where by exercising acts of physical violence and mental coercion, through intimidation, constant surveillance, control, and invoking alleged debts, they were exploited by group members by forcing them to perform demonstrations pornographic for the purpose of producing and disseminating through social media platforms material having such a character, and by submitting to the execution of forced labor.
Now, in that statement, there was something about releasing in 24 hours. 24 hours would be, I want to say 4 hours after I filmed this, I think. I'm not sure the timing and everything. I'm a little bit dicey on that one because they have to go to trial and everything. We'll see what happens with that. And I'll update with if there's a court hearing and everything. We can really get into this if you want. Let me know in the description below. So that's kind of what's going on with Andrew Tate's arrest. This happened because Andrew Tate came back to Twitter. Shout out to Elon, JK, LMFAO, lizard loser man. He came back to Twitter, he being Andrew Tate, after Elon said, we're unbanning people for free speech, but if you make fun of me, I'll ban you, but you can say slurs. Well, maybe not, because advertisers don't like that you say slurs. So I'm gonna just pretend. And then Facebook boomer meme post for the vibes. And that's Twitter now. Anyways, so Elon brings Mr. cosplays Pringles man, but also looks like that thing from Lord of the Rings kind of crossed over with one another, but drives Bugatti and drinks bubble water. Now, I want to one-up the bubble water with this here hydro flask with mushroom stickers on it, because while I'm maybe afraid of bubbles, what I'm not afraid of is copious amounts of aspartame, because every single one of these is flavored like something because I'm too much of a baby to drink actual water. But if we think about it, so's Andrew Tate. Is he too much of a weenie pants for I almost said La Croix. Oh my god, Quebec, one moment. LaCroix? La Croix, I'm so cringe. Okay, anyway, so when he came back to Twitter, he said, yo, Greta Thunberg, I have a Bugatti and a Ferrari and a bunch of other automobiles. And I am ruining the earth. Even though, honestly, couldn't even light a candle to Elon or Jeff Bezos. Your 33 cars, try a rocket ship, girl. Your 33 Bugattis, try a rocket ship. So this man is literally trying to clout chase on a 19-year-old and is like, pay attention to me, bestie. I need attention. I have cars and you don't like cars. So then she's like, lol, and replies with an email address because Andrew Tate's like, let me email you my car list and we can compare, JK. But he wanted to show his, like, list. And then she's like, okay, yeah, here's my email, getalife@smalldickenergy.com or whatever. And then Andrew Tate's like, because that's your email? That means you have a small dick, lol. And then proceeds to make this, like, cringe chain smoking video where he orders a pizza. I thought fitness guys were only allowed to eat, like, chicken breast and broccoli. And to all y'all calling me fat in the description, because that will happen again, your man's eating a pizza. So, like, Also, you're not going to make any money commenting, but I'm going to make money making this. So maybe the joke's on you, 14-year-old with no ambitions. But anyways, with this in mind, upon tweeting out this cringe video, there is a local pizza chain that confirmed that he was in Romania, and they were waiting for confirmation of when he was in the country. And because the tweet interaction obviously is in, like, real time to some extent, like, she would have had to reply for him to make that video. That means they know that within a few hours he's been there, so he could not, it was pretty sure he would not have had time to evade the country. Now, this would have been much better time, I feel like, to have ordered, like, Domino's or something, but, like, support local businesses. So then, yeah, he ends up getting detained as a result. So this is going to begin bridging kind of the rest of the video. Because next we're going to describe a YouTube prankster. We'll get into the second part, which is the YouTube prankster manosphere type. We have somebody named Damien Luck, who goes by Fulcrum, who's known for his prank videos. Now, in the prank universe, they consider regular people in the background of the videos as NPCs, non-playable characters. Fulcrum's whole thing, which was really interesting, was he was kind of like a nice guy, despite being the typical, like, obnoxious pranker type that you'd usually associate with these characters. So I'll put in some clips, but essentially what would happen is he would show up to a place, get faded in different ways, faded meaning intoxicated or inebriated in some way. So you'd have, like, he was getting demonetized a lot for, like, weed vaping, so he just started calling it Benjamin. I'm laughing because it's just so funny, like, what he does. And then one time he had lean in a Barnes & Noble or something. And then, but he called it Pepto-Bismol. And then he had, he would smoke in restaurants and stuff. But whenever someone would ask him to stop, he'd just stop and be like, oh, sorry. And then just leave. It was very interesting. And then he would go on these rants about, like, how people can achieve their dreams. And he believes in Yodi Gang. And he would go to, like, campuses and stuff. And he would see people. He's like, you're going to get your degree. I believe in you. Which was, like, cool and interesting. Here we're going to bring in our feature of the video too, because a streamer / content creator named Austin Green, the brother of Nick is Not Green. I watched Austin stream. I've known Austin for like 8 months so by now. We've talked a couple times, and then him and I communicate via, like, DMs and things like that. Anyway, so I had asked him a little while ago. I said, "Can we make a video on Fulcrum?" Because I think Fulcrum's such an interesting character type, right? Because on one hand, he's the antithesis of the YouTube prankster by, instead of believing that people around him are not to be acknowledged, he instead embraces the interactions that he has, but then also has this kind of, ditzy frat guy, obviously, like, mentality and persona that he portrays. But then at the same time, he is interesting to, like, these young, like, his audience kind of has an interesting span too, because he's interesting to these young kids because it's like, extravagance and he's silly and he's going to these public places and, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that in a Walmart or whatever it is. But at the same time, people like me can be like, oh, that's so interesting because, like, you don't expect him to be like how he is, because also it's just how he speaks. Like, people would talk about, like, Playboy Cardi and then say it's like Cartnese, or like that he, like, speaks in cursive. I don't know what font. Like, I feel like Copper MT Bold or something is, like, what Fulcrum speaks in. Because it's like, he'll go like, Yodi Gang. And then he'll say things like, flavorful. Or he has this thing where he'll do 5 words. So he'll be like, obliviated. Anyways, so just as a bunch of people had started liking Fulcrum because he was just an interesting person or whatever, it's announced on Twitter and Instagram, and I have some screenies. I will put it on the screen. Screenies, what I call screenshots. It's from a friend of mine in college. Anyways, of Fulcrum doing an interview with Sneako, friend of the channel. I'll insert a clip because it's actually gone now. Because Sneako got banned off YouTube, I will insert a clip of Sneako reacting to me. You know, my biggest fan.
That people think he's a character or that he's lying, because there's 3 things he makes. 3 points he makes. Rich people went to Epstein's Island, or something to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Feminism or socialism is programming of the rich and powerful. You cannot have fulfilling relationships.
Bitch took no. Yeah, it's also not rich people, it's the global elites, it's the billionaires. It's documented. They were on a plane to Epstein's Island. And I'm saying that feminism is indoctrination, is brainwashing from the people at the top to make us dumber, and so that people like you can feel like you're smart. But if I got on a call, same thing with you. You look dumb. You can't live stream. You're too slow. You're not funny enough. You're predictable. You need to write down opinions because you can't think fast enough,
Women.
bro. Just like the other guy.
Those are the basis
Why you pointing
of
at
the.
me when you said that?
I was pointing to the.
So, I only found it right to bring onto the channel the person who showed me Mr. Damien Luck to go over this interview with me, because Austin is going to be our Fulcrum connoisseur and I am our Sneako connoisseur. So we'll come together to talk about this interview. I have not watched it. Austin has not watched it, and we're going to review it together. And that is going to be the third part of our Sigma male big old boss man news recap. And I'll see you there. I am joined with Austin. As I mentioned, the person who introduced me to the Fulcrum universe. I will also link his socials, his channel, his streams. He goes live on Twitch like essentially every night and on Saturdays during the day. I also mod the streams. So I will acknowledge you.
Safe.
Yes, they're very safe. I am heavy on the ban button. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
like-
shenanigans. No
It's an
malarkey
easy stream.
at all.
So we're gonna watch the Sneako Fulcrum interview. No, neither of us have seen it. I clipped the first 30 seconds for the memes at the beginning, and Austin briefly mentioned it on stream, but neither one of us have actually seen the content yet. So, any feelings ahead of this, Austin?
I looked at it on stream a little bit and sort of covered some of the reactions on Twitter. It's not looking too good for our boy Fulcrum. I had a lot of hope for him. You know, we know Sneako's track record across the internet now, so it's like I don't know how Fulcrum ended up in this situation.
I know, and I feel like Fulcrum should have been like, wait a minute. Maybe Yodi Gang doesn't want to go to Rumble to see something. I feel like if we what got us here was some evil waters.
Yeah,
And-
I've never watched a single thing on Rumble.
The only time I've had to be on anything like this was the last time I made a Sneako video. I had to go on BitChute to find the interview that he did with Nick Fuentes. Yeah.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that either.
Yeah.
Up so many websites for these people.
Yeah, a friend of mine was
They keep
like,
getting banned.
yeah, a friend of mine was like, oh, I don't know who Sneako is. And then I said, I remember when I was that mentally healthy. I introduced them to who Nick Fuentes was through the it's gay to date women thing. On that note, where we've gotten ourselves to, let's go into this lovely video.
Why you got your sunglasses in your pocket though?
I don't know. Where else would they be? Where else would they be? Wearing them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know. I'm a Boddington.
Yeah, you are a Boddington. Why you go on TikTok a lot, right? You spend a lot. There's a lot of Boddingtons on TikTok.
I don't watch TikTok videos.
I think my favorite thing is Sneako's obviously too poor to have enough furniture that his house doesn't echo.
Yeah, what's the deal with all these guys like Aiden Ross and Sneako? They all just have these really wide open rooms that are really go.
Oh god.
Why do they all?
I utilize
throw
TikTok.
on
I wouldn't
fisheye
say I'm a
lenses
TikTok.
too.
Yes, in my
So weird.
I'll go find the screenshot from when I made the Sneako video, but I have a really cursed fisheye lens screenshot.
Watching you, bro.
Oh,
I
no.
utilize the Tate model too to grow my page
Oh no! Oh no!
hell?
So now the Tate
Oh,
model
God.
is like getting banned and getting arrested. Lol. Oh.
Yeah, what? Did he read about these guys at all?
I know, because it's so strange, because his whole thing, right, is that like people aren't NPCs, right? Like that's like a big part of his
Yeah.
like. But then to Sneako, everybody's an NPC essentially, except for him and like, you know, Andrew Tate and Aiden Ross and that kind of stupid circle, right? So it's
Yeah.
they're contradictory of each other. So it just doesn't make sense. And like, oh, I just have to be Fulcrum now. I gotta go get faded in a Walmart.
Yeah, where did he like? What did he? I don't see like any crossover in the content. Like I see that like similar people could watch the content, but I don't see like where Fulcrum would watch that stuff.
Yeah, because like I understand people like the theatrics, right? Of this like, you know, oh my god, holy shit, he's like smoking in a he's drinking lean in a Barnes and Noble or whatever, you know. But like, or a Grove or whatever that bookstore is called. But like so like I can understand this, like these hype beast kids are gonna like that kind of, you know, content, but it's so different in like all of its messaging, right? That's why people like me could think Fulcrum was interesting, as opposed to like when I listen to Sneako, I want to like, you know, put my head against a cheese grater.
Weed.
Hell yeah, you used to smoke hella weed.
I smoked weed for like 9 years straight. Like,
Respectfully, I need to know how old he is. How old isn't Sneako, like 23? 9 years sounds like a long time.
Yeah, he's 24.
24.
No.
So, oh, that 15. Yeah, I guess, yeah, that's young, but that's not like crazy, right?
Yeah, it's pretty rough, but maybe Sneako needs to smoke weed again. So
It's
he
like
can chill.
it's like Jordan. It's like Jordan Peterson. You're like, man, I kind of miss the benzos. Like, oh god.
From a homie.
See, there's the link in the middle. I'm pointing at nothing, but like the Rumble. That's Rumble.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh, L. Common Sneako L for real. Oh my Christ.
Speaking the truth, bro. And then ever since you showed me your channel, like your shit would just pop up in my recommended. And then especially when you start live streaming.
you like the live streams though? I got a lot of people who like, oh, I miss the old stuff. I miss the old shit. They
But this is like what people mean when they say like this idea that like left wing stuff is promoted way more than right wing stuff. I watched one Sneako live stream to make my video, and I hadn't actually like all the other stuff I didn't actually play. I just had links sent to me and I downloaded them like from the links or whatever. And I watched one live stream and I was bombarded. I had Sneako content. I found this channel that was like kind of like a baby Sneako. He only had like, I think it was like 600 subs or something. And I was getting bombarded with his videos in my recommended for like a month straight. This person I've never watched who just made like similar content.
That's crazy.
Like remember, was it Nick or Ethan or somebody made a video on like that frog guy? There was like this like, right, you know, like the women need to be humbled types, the Cheetos and all that kind of shit. It was like I started getting fed that like crazy when like none of my algorithm matches that. It's like makeup videos, commentary videos, and video essays is like what I watch, right? So like none of it would match that. And then
That's crazy.
And then I was bombarded with it, right? And he said I watched one video and then you were in my recommended constantly. It's like
I feel like any other YouTube or Facebook is primarily any top content creators, so right wing.
yeah, so it's
they
like
promote it so much.
if that wasn't true, I like especially like if all of my stuff is like left leaning, then all of a sudden I'm getting bombarded with this. Like if the idea was this left wing content, that wouldn't be the case, right? And I understand that's anecdote, but he's even saying I watched one, and then it was like constantly coming back in.
I'm gonna start posting on Rumble though. Why?
Not even popping up on your For You page no more, right?
Yeah, because his tall, like some of my friends and I would watch one of his videos and just be caught aback by his incredible tolerance.
Yeah.
Like Fulcrum hits like what, like 6 hits of a vape and then runs around with that little bong with the little thing on it, and then does like 3 rips of that, and then he goes to like a restaurant and then smokes in the restaurant. But he's like still running around too and everything.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't even get high anymore.
That's what my friends said. They're like, at what point is it like just to keep the headache away, like an alcoholic? Like it's
Yeah, like
Oh.
smoke a lot, and I would say I don't know, like I'm pretty functional no matter what
Yeah.
at this point. So I'm sure he's completely fine. Maybe he's just like playing up the character, but I haven't seen him ever do anything like alpha male.
Yeah, and it's like, who are you going, like, you're gonna go on Rumble, right? You're gonna say that like people are nice, and then they're gonna say that like you're here to support the elite or something.
I smoke dabs, backwoods, joints. Those are my favorite ways of smoking.
Did you have dabs? The vape thing? What we
Dabs are what?
Dabs is just like concentrated weed,
Like in the Benjamin?
It's like it's like what's inside a pen, like this.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I know what that is. What that is. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So it's just like this, but you have to smoke it out of like a dab rig or out of the electric thing that he has. Like
Recently, I've been fucking with the live rosin. Like, this is not no regular ass rinky dink goddamn vape that you get from Little Mickey up the street. This is goddamn luxury, goddamn like weed.
Because here they call them carts, like the oils that you have.
That's what they're called.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I'm like, when they're saying dabs, or I'm like, what is that? I'm like, it's a cart, right?
Dab carts.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Look like me. I'd be in Omegle. They're like, you look like that guy on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, faded than a hoe. I'm that guy, and they're like, oh really? Say it, and then like hit a joint, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That's hella funny, bro. People call me Sneako all the time on Omegle or on the live stream. That shit's hella funny.
Oh, you stream too?
They're like, man, people are racist. Isn't that Yodi gang? Like, it's like, people can't tell me apart. They don't look the same at all. Like they literally don't look alike at all.
Saying, like, did he say COVID?
Maybe.
Yeah, they were deleting my videos because I was saying shit like, I was talking about shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
so
he
was posting
like anti-COVID
stuff, anti-mask stuff. I gotta find this. Oh my god.
Videos, and still trying to get the message out there. You know, you feel me?
Are you vaccinated?
Fuck no, bruh. Fuck no, bro.
No. What the fuck is going on?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I might have to make a video just like taking all of these and trying to cancel it.
Oh, I would not have taken like COVID conspiracy theory from the guy that goes obliviated. Like,
yeah, like, God, like how does anybody weed so uncool?
Yeah, true that. Yeah, he made weed for nerds.
Yeah, it's like you're not supposed to think about life like that, like become a conspiracy theorist.
Become a boomer, like a Facebook boomer because of Benjamin.
About, like, aliens and shit or something.
Yeah.
Touch as many kids as I can, bro.
What?
Wait, pause.
What?
Oh no! No, so bad. Oh my god!
He did that on purpose, but
I don't know. It's because he's also super faded. He's more faded than a hoe, hypothetically.
His character, he just like I think like what makes him different is like Sneako's character is he embarrasses other people and places himself above them, whereas like Fulcrum always embarrasses himself.
Yeah.
In his situation, and it's like, so maybe he could have faked it, but also
it was Fulcrum seemed humble,
he's
right?
Young enough. He's young enough. I'll let it slide.
Yeah, it's like Fulcrum was like young too, and like humble. That was kind of the vibe because he was like nice, you know.
Channel, even though I smoke in the stores, even though I do all this dumbass shit, the purpose of my channel is still on that spiritual shit. Let these kids know they could do whatever the fuck they want to do.
See, that's why it doesn't make sense to be pitching to a website that's like, no, certain people can't do things because of these conspiracy theories. Like these conspiratorial websites and these like are propaganda to racism and Nazi rhetoric, right? Like that's what it runs on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember a video autoplayed after the Sneako Nick Fuentes interview that was saying that Oprah Winfrey had a child slavery ring. So it's like that was the same website that had Nick and Sneako. So it's like, which that wasn't Rumble, it was BitChute, but it's kind of all the same stuff.
Why? It's so weird that Fulcrum, because he doesn't have to do this at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he's pretty safe when it comes to content for the most part. So he's not going to get deplatformed at least.
Yeah, because it's just like vaping. And
yeah, it's like you're not going to get kicked off YouTube where all the money is, so why?
Yeah, it's like risking this for what too? Like the approval of a guy who streams in his mom's basement, and like this guy who just wanted to be Andrew Tate, and the king who's literally in jail. Like it's like to appease what? For real. Like it's just so it's so crazy how far it goes.
I was gonna say I smoked for 9 years straight, bro. 9 years straight, and like now I smoke like I don't buy it anymore, but like maybe once a week if somebody has a joint, I'll take a little rinky dink some bullshit like that. But do you think why? I don't know. I could have a lot of reasons why. Why do you think you like it?
I don't know. I smoked since a kid, and honestly, I'll be
like,
real.
I think Sneako is like, yeah. I think he's trying to imply. I have this might be like a little conspiratorial myself, but I kind of have a feeling that Sneako is like trying to imply that he doesn't understand things as much as him because he's not sober. You know, like he's not awake to the third eye or whatever they say.
I think, and I think what the case is maybe Sneako's just like insecure about weed because he had to quit because smoking makes him like grapple with who he is as a person and makes him feel bad about himself.
Yeah, or like,
how can you just smoke weed and feel good? Like, and feel like you're a good person.
Or like he didn't have enough self-control. Yeah, or like he would get like so screwed up that like he wouldn't be able to function or something, you know? Like he didn't have like self-control, right? So now it's like he's really trying to let some crack slip to be like, well, you see, the bots or whatever, and try to do some bullshit like that.
He's like, you're still productive and can like post shit and all that.
Homie, bro, you need to take these antidepressants, bro. Like, and so I started taking them. It started changing who I was. I was like, fuck that.
You turned into a Boddington.
Yeah, I turned into a Boddington, and then I stopped, bro, and I just started smoking pack. I was like, you know what? When I smoke pack, I can make like music and shit. You feel me? I'm inspired to make videos and shit, and not necessarily that I need weed to make videos or music.
Please take medications as prescribed. Yeah. Oh my god! Because it makes people afraid to take them too, right? If they need them, and like you feel like a failure when you end up being on them because of people like this, you know. Like I had a huge internal battle about SSRIs and stuff like that because I was like, oh, have I failed or whatever? It's like, no, I just don't. I can like walk home and be like, man, I'm not gonna get murdered. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's just kind of, it doesn't change anything about your personality. Like nobody notices a difference in me, really, you know. Very strange.
Yeah, mine just like, if I like can't function without SSRIs or without mine. So I couldn't really imagine just like replacing that with just smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, because it's also
fucked up.
Yeah, because it's also like that can interfere too, right? So if you was smoking too much while on the SSRIs, that's why it was changing you or whatever. Because like weed can elevate anxiety. So if you're medicated for anxiety and then you're, you know what I'm saying? Or like alcohol or whatever. If you're mixing things and like it can provoke certain parts of it. And it's like, so it probably wasn't the medication if you were mixing pack with it or whatever he said. Like, so like maybe consider that. And it's not like Boddingtons, you know?
But at the end of the day, if you're smoking anything, it's gonna fuck up your lungs, bro. For real.
Not cigars. I'd be smoking cigars that you don't inhale it, so it doesn't fuck up your lungs.
It doesn't fuck up your lungs?
I think you can't get mouth cancer, but I think that's
Some pea shit though, bro. The cigars.
some pea shit.
Yeah, that's some pea shit.
What's that mean?
Like, you know, this Young Thug song.
How are you that stupid? What do you mean cigars don't fuck up your lungs?
Yeah, that fucks up your lungs more than like what he's vaping it. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I smoke cigars, and he doesn't inhale it. What do you talk? You it goes in your mouth. Like as part of it goes in your.
Yeah. And like cigars are
breathe
so
it in.
smoky. Like there's so
Yeah.
much.
Like when I smoke a cigar,
Yeah. I don't.
I feel gross inside.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that
So,
was.
That's weird that he just smokes.
So that's the
cigars. I hate him
IQ
more.
range that we're working with right now.
They're
Is
just all Andrew Tate people that smoke cigars.
yeah.
Fulcrum doesn't do that.
Yeah, Fulcrum's got those dab rigs or whatever. Oh my god, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't really understand the whole like they all go like unmedicated, like they're kind of like Kanye and like that same vein, and then they're just.
I know
they're just
Pinely
ignorant.
dropped a video today or yesterday that was about, I haven't watched it yet, but it was like right wing. It was canceled to alt-right pipeline. And a ton of these pipelines seem to involve like having a diagnosed mental health issue and then just feeling too frightened to be medicated and then blaming it on something else.
When I was 14 and I ran out of weed.
Yeah, that's why I watched them too.
I would watch them and then like try to be high, watching someone else get high. And then one time I went out into the back, I grabbed some grass, I rolled it up in printer paper to practice how to.
That's an addiction, respectfully. Like if you're trying to mimic being inebriated and then practice for future, like that's an addiction.
Yeah, but if he was super young, he just like somebody else around him, definitely.
Oh yeah, like I'm not saying like
or his friends or something.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to villainize a kid, but what I'm saying is like there's so many instances of this like intense trauma that he just like breezes over, you know? Like he's like talking about this like it's like a flex. Like you can see he's like smiling. It's very strange.
Weird.
Hey, were you in trouble a lot as a kid in school or not really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
like
were too, right?
What?
You were too, right? Cheating on homework and tests, cyberbullying I got suspended for. It wasn't even cyberbullying. It was just like
middle school?
Yeah, in middle school. Yeah, I got suspended.
Jesus, man.
That was a big deal.
That's hella funny.
It was basically for the same shit that's going on in my chat. My chat, just like they say a bunch of racial slurs. They say like they just edgy jokes and shit like that. I would do that with my friends, and then this one kid printed it out and gave it to the principal, and it was bad. Like outside of the context, it was like they were putting like gay porn on the principal's face and shit.
No.
It was fucked up shit. It was fucked up shit. I was just like saying racist jokes and shit, but like it was bad. It looks, when it's printed out on a stack of papers, it looks bad, but I got in trouble.
That's some middle school shit though. That
was middle. What did you get in trouble for?
Fuck, like stealing shit. Out of me and my homies would steal like bathroom passes out of these kids' backpacks. They would put all their backpacks out front of their classroom, and we would go through them and steal all the bathroom passes. And we would just take unlimited bathroom breaks type shit.
And then get high in the bathroom?
It's like way different.
Not even, bro. I didn't start smoking till I was 16.
Yeah, it's like
Sneako's
like, I was racist and
just racism
and bullying
racist.
And like being awful. And Fulcrum's like, I want to take unlimited pisses.
I took the bathroom passes. It's like that's not even money. It's not even real.
Like this so.
Sneako is like harassing people enough to get kicked out of school.
Oh my god. The dichotomies.
Does he not like see who he's talking to? It's crazy.
He's like, oh, on some middle school type shit. Like I was racist online and I was threatening people.
Yeah,
and then,
it was just middle school. We were
and
all
then
racist.
Fulcrum's like, I took bathroom.
I took bathroom passes out of the backpacks and went piss a lot.
Yeah, because he wasn't even getting high in the bathroom. He didn't start
He didn't even
smoking till he
say
was
that
16.
smoked or anything. He's just like, yeah, I went piss a lot whenever we wanted.
I was 16, yeah.
That was
Best believe it, goddammit, you feel me? 20 things real quick. Obliviated, 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 obliviated. Faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe, faded than a hoe. Exquisite, exquisite,
He just has to wait through it.
Peculiar, 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 peculiar.
Okay.
Simple.
That was 20?
That was 20, yeah.
Oh, okay, I lost count at like 15.
It's all good, bro. My bad. I'm faded off the Yenny, but I'm gonna take another trip to Sippington City. Shall we? Cheers.
I like that he's
sipping on nothing right now, man.
I like that he speaks Fulcrumese, like in the, like he still does
he's
the
always
like,
in character.
yeah,
Even though he's faded than a hoe.
yeah, and he just has like inserts like come out of nowhere, like it's impressive. Like I was like, damn, how would I integrate that in conversation? Like genuinely, I don't understand.
Yeah, he's so talented at content that it sucks that he's going this way.
Sobriety. I have a big religious audience, and they're very against that. They get mad when I drink. They get mad when I do anything. They just want me to sit here and pray to God.
You're literally on call with the
Religious?
getting drunk and high guy. Like that's what he's for.
Yeah.
You're with the guy who says "faded than a hoe" as a catchphrase.
Yeah, did he like... Oh, I'm so confused. He brought him on to like position himself as the holy person?
I don't know.
Somehow,
Like I said, you're
deplatformed for harassment and everything.
That shit is fake. Do you think that shit's real?
It's real, but it's just a cold. And I think it was... It's not that bad. It doesn't kill that many people. It was completely exaggerated. Everybody who stayed inside is a bot.
Cold, bruh. That shit is the cold.
I got it like 5 times, and it was okay. It was like
It was like the same little rinky-dink sickness that you.
Oh my god, he has all the variants. He made them all.
This guy's the Thanos of COVID. What is he doing collecting?
He's got
all the
Alpha,
variants,
whatever.
like Infinity Stones. What the
Yeah, Alpha, Omega, Omicron, whatever. He's got like the whole roster. And the next time he thinks it's COVID, it's like tuberculosis or some shit. Like it's
real shit.
What you think is in the...
I couldn't tell you, bro, but the way these people be driving on the road nowadays, something's got to be in it, man. These people be driving crazy.
You think worse after... I didn't
For
even know
sure.
this. Yo, you gotta watch this documentary on Rumble. I'm gonna put you
on every time. It's like people are driving crazy. What are you talking about?
Holy fuck, you have a point. That's so funny.
Every single video, he's driving high, faded than a hoe, with no seatbelt on.
I forgot he doesn't wear the seatbelt. Yeah, he
This is
just
going in my cancellation video too.
Is there not like
What's happening?
Because I remember there's one he's like holding Benjamin and he's doing like donuts in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Like with no seatbelt.
Yeah.
It was a scam, bro. But
They're
these
so
people eat it
stupid.
up, bro, and they're still continuing to eat it up. The agendas type shit.
Why would the hospitals have been full before the vaccine even came out if like COVID wasn't even real? Like, why wouldn't they look into like the conspiracy of more people dying in hospitals?
Yeah,
before
because it's like there was like 1 million excess deaths in the United
They're
States.
Wild. It's like they think it's a cold, but like before the vaccine came out, they were like, "Oh, it's like a pandemic." But now that like the vaccine came out and stuff's changing, now they think it's
Now that the vaccine's working,
it's real.
Yeah, it's not. It never happened. Like I totally forgot about everything before, for my own convenience. You know,
it's like they shut down the NBA.
Yeah, they had the bubble in the NBA. Yeah,
for a cold.
Yeah, like
so
there were
stupid.
celebrities that died of COVID.
Yeah,
like the only one I remember is the lead singer. I think it was Fountains of Wayne. Stacey's mom guy. He died of COVID. That's all I remember. But
shit.
Like, I'm just saying, there were other people that died or had complications or whatever. Like, very strange. Yeah, it's like it's a really good point. They switched the narrative once it became like convenient.
Yeah, it's like they have one brain.
But
cell
they'll
and only
still
follow
like blame the Chinese
story.
somehow too, you know? Like they're still
Yeah.
gonna
They'll find a way to be racist in
And you put your energy and drive in the present moment to get your degree to become a goddamn it doctor, you could do that shit, bro. You feel me? No matter who the fuck you are, bro. No matter who you are, bro. And it doesn't matter what other people think about you, bro. I've had like ex-girlfriends and
People
shit
believe
like
in
say
doctors?
like, bro, your videos are
That's
cringe,
what I
bro.
was thinking. Like that's what I was thinking. I was like, that's the enemy of whatever, right?
Yeah, I thought they were anti-big pharma or something.
Like it's
random
weird
that.
because it's like he's obviously trying to
bad way.
impress Sneako, but he's going against his own narratives, you know? Like
Yeah, and he only named like 3 jobs: rapper, get a degree,
doctor.
and doctor.
Like I think his secret sauce was that he was doing dumb stuff like YouTube pranksters, but then was also like someone that genuinely like respects other people.
Yeah,
And,
he's
like,
so wholesome.
Yeah, like it's that you were wholesome, but now you're spewing COVID conspiracies saying Sneako holds the truth. That's directly against your motive here.
And you can use it for motivation because those types of comments, like your videos are cringe. It's like,
Yeah, bro.
why am I going to be vulnerable? Why am I going to share it? Why am I going to be honest with you? I can't.
The videos are cringe thing is interesting because I think he called my videos cringe. So
Yeah,
here
he
we
just
are.
Projects the same thing he's scared of. Well, that's kind of why he probably switched up his content from being wholesome in the first place, is because people were just like, "Oh, you're cringe," and he doesn't know how to like brush that off. So he's like, "Oh, I have to change my persona to act like I hate the people that call me cringe."
Yeah, a lot of that kind of right wing is just doubling down on stuff all the time, right?
Yeah, just the inability to like compromise on anything.
And to double down in any way to avoid any self-responsibility. That's why you get like with Ye or Kanye or whatever, it's this idea that like he couldn't say what he wanted because the people don't respect anti-Semitism like that. And then he's like, no, it's because I'm being controlled by the mafia or whatever. Or like, or sorry, not he is, but like everybody else is or whatever, you know? It's like, it will never be me who's the problem. Under any circumstance. It's so, but that's like that's like what kids do. Like what like 5-year-olds do.
It's crazy. Yeah, literally, it's insane that somebody could be like a billionaire, like Ye, and then just act straight up like a 5-year-old.
That's how much of an effect it has on you. You still a simp, or you red pill now?
Red pill.
Oh god.
Red pill for sure.
Bro, you.
Ew.
Oh no!
Yeah, red pill just from a girl. It's always just from like one single girl.
Yeah.
And they just say like, "Oh no, my feelings. I need to be the worst human being ever."
And then they're like the first to be mad at like the kill all men rhetoric that like some feminists have or whatever. And it's like you hate all women and society as a whole because someone called you cringe when you were 14. Like women, when they often have this like, you know, let's say if they're what's it called? Misandrous, right? It's like a lot of the time it's because they were like assaulted, you know, or like something really, really bad happened, right? Because like women are far more frequently victims of men than the other way around, right? Even if you take the statistics for men and double them, it's still not even close. Like if you say they're fabricated, if you double them, it's not even like comparable, right? And then to like, so like there's like kind of, and also like the structural patriarchy and everything like that, right? So like there's like a bit of something to lean into, but every time you get into one of these like red pill guys, it's like, I had one girlfriend who was mean to me once when I was in middle school. It's weakness, I find. Like that's what's weak. That you can't get over something from when you were like in algebra class.
And then they'll just like act out and then try to basically like, criticize the other gender or literally anybody else Like just so that they can criticize people for the same things that they're doing already.
Yeah. And like I'm not
Thinking that they,
saying
like, can't get criticized for the same thing.
yeah, and I'm not saying that it's good to like hate another gender or anything like that at all. Like even the other way. But I'm saying like a lot of these like misandrists or frustrations or whatever come from like an entire society that's like against you kind of thing, as opposed to like they're talking about becoming red pilled because someone called their internet content cringe. Like that's
it makes
so
much more sense to be against like all men. Be against all women. Like it doesn't even make any sense, really. Like women don't do statistically nearly as much violent or anything nearly as bad as men do.
And yeah, because we're shown Disney movies when we're fucking a little kid and all this fucking brainwashing. It's not real. It's not real.
How did you get out of the programming? Because it's similar life path, you know?
Someone
movie, of course it's not real. It's like it's the Lion King. They're singing animals. Of course it's not real, you idiot.
Yeah, well, as someone who's a woman, also, I will say being nice to us does work, and not the Reddit fedora kind of
they
nice.
listed like normal stuff that people do in relationships,
and like normal things that like women usually like.
Yeah,
you know,
just like communicate with them, talk to them, let them vent about stuff, you know, hold their hand, kiss them, just like the regular stuff. And he's like, oh, it's just too much work, so I have to like act like I hate women now.
Yeah, I was nice to my bitch. Oh my god!
Now I have to just only talk to men because that makes way more sense, and is definitely not gay.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation, but like.
Yeah, when are they all gonna turn? When are they all gonna just start making?
Well, like I said, Nick Fuentes already says dating women is gay, so like we're inching slowly.
Going back to like the
ancient Greece. Yeah, let's go.
You're having this blow now.
Retention.
Semen retention
in 2019. Yeah, no cap.
No
cap.
Who put you onto that? Spiritual Cell?
No, I've known about it since I was in high school. I was on like no cap and shit in high school, and I was like, "Damn, this shit really bad for you, huh? That's just really bad for you." Like I stopped doing it in high school, and then I started like getting girls and shit. You feel me? I was like, "Damn, this is real, huh? This is goddamn real."
Okay, wait. But when you're doing semen retention, can you still fuck a girl?
What the fuck is going on?
Weird.
Oh my god!
Weird. They're just like talking about doing No Nut November, but it's like, why? This isn't cool at all, and it's definitely not healthy to not. Like it's also not healthy to like watch porn every day and stuff, but it's like also not healthy to not
like purposefully do semen retention. Yeah,
just so because you think you're doing like a conspiratorial like
saving the man juice. Yeah.
What the hell?
And that came from Fulcrum too.
Like weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, why? Yeah. What? They're hitting so many weirdo points. It hurts.
Yeah, I know. It's like a funeral.
I'm gonna stop smoking weed after this.
Yeah, it's not cool anymore.
I'm scared. I'm gonna.
We gotta start doing. We gotta start hitting the SSRIs or whatever.
Chat. Should I hang up?
You're crazy. You're crazy, bro.
Semen retention, man. I don't even.
But yeah, bro.
I don't know, man.
I was just also.
I did not have Fulcrum does semen retention on my 2022 bingo card.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh my god.
So weird. He's such a weirdo. What the?
We gotta find a replacement. We need a different one of these.
Spiritual. Yeah, CMOS. You know Dr. Sebi?
No, who that?
He promoted the goddamn alkaline diet. He claimed that he could cure just off like herbs and shit. He was like this African herbalist type shit. You feel me? But he got put in jail for like claiming he could cure with just herbs type shit.
I looked up this Dr. Sebi guy, and he was never a doctor.
Oh, I
There's a
love
lot
that.
of Facebook groups that are like those herbal like groups and random shit like that are based off him. So
The guy was never
no.
even
Why
actually a
is
doctor.
he like he's more of like a crystal mommy anti.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It's
god.
like such a weird, like it's so San Francisco.
The worst part
It's
is that
why?
Sneako and Co would be the first to be like crystal women are trying to indoctrinate you. But then like if it was crystal men, it would be fine.
Yeah, like he's so anti-vegan, but like he didn't outwardly attack him right there. Not yet. He almost did.
Because like
But,
Jordan
like-
Peterson's like all meat diet is like what these people love, that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, it just like it proves that like no, it's the same way that like politics with like regular Americans and Canadians isn't like how you would see it with like how politicians are. It's like people believe things on both sides a lot. It's just a bunch of mixed bag of stuff. And
Yeah.
I feel like Fulcrum's like a Gen Z, just like new breed of these people where he like kind of believes some of the stuff, but like believes normal stuff too. But like,
But he's trying
just-
to put
you
he's
can't
trying to
pin
pull
him
stuff out of
down
the bag.
on the other side. Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
a secret alpha male weirdo that's just like infiltrated a lot of spaces.
Like people liked him because they're like, oh, wholesome man. And now it's like
Yeah, like he was just like none of these guys like smoke weed. It's like wholesome.
because the other thing too, he
It's so
said
weird.
he said the good shit not from the streets. So he means government weed. He means like dispensary stuff.
Literally,
He means
yeah.
like it's government regulated. But then like Sneako kind of leaned in and then stopped, right? It's like he literally has said like I like the government regulated weed as opposed to the street stuff, but people like Sneako think anything made by the government is poison. And the vaccine was made by the government kind of in their mind, right? So it doesn't even make sense.
Yo, let me be in the music video.
Hell yeah. It's good, bro. It's
Okay.
good. It's
Yo,
good, bro.
chat, if you see me getting faded in the music video, don't get mad at me. It's all for
You
entertainment
would smoke a
purposes.
blunt with me, bro?
I
You would smoke a
100%
blunt?
would. Yeah, for the music
Hell
video.
yeah,
shot
bro.
anybody.
But chat, it's just a prop. Don't relax.
There's no shot his chat's just like fundamentalist religious or something. 'Cause
Well, like I
even,
said, it's-
progressive Christians like smoke weed and stuff. So
It's
like,
unfortunate that it's blurred, right?
yeah.
Because I would actually like to see what they're talking about. Because, like, well, when you're, yeah, because when
No
you're
way
conspiracy,
people care.
well, when you're that
about
far
drinking
into
or smoking
conspiracy, right? Like Mormons, right? You know, it's like they won't even drink coffee, right? So what he's getting is he's getting like the weird fundamentalists on Rumble, which would make sense. So then, like, they're mad at him for like, yeah, drinking. It's like no one cares.
Is crazy. It's like if he can't drink, then he's definitely not fucking. What's the win? Where
Well,
you
the semen retention, right, or whatever. You keep
Where's
the man
the
sauce.
W's at? Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny. If he ain't, that's quote of 2022, man. Or if he ain't drinking, then he ain't fucking.
Yeah, you could be the top F.
The top F.
No, that sounds kind of like top. I don't really know. That's.
You can say that shit on Rumble, huh?
Yeah, we could, bro. You can say anything. This is why you got to come over here. We don't hold back, bro.
I've never said the on with my platform.
No, oh my god.
No, that's going in the cancellation video too. There's so much. How can you go? Look, nobody. If anybody like, somehow, if anybody even like sees this in some sort of like covered format, like nobody's gonna watch this kid. But like, it's rough because
Yeah.
people obviously still will because nobody really cares.
That's so
About that.
crazy. Like the way he just drops it too. He's like, "Oh, cool. I've never been able to say." It means he
Like,
says these stuff.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, because like I don't say it in my videos, but it's not because it will get me demonetized. It's because I don't use it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's like it's not because I like don't want to get deplatformed or whatever.
It's like I
use it
won't-
all the time.
yeah.
It's because people don't say that.
Like I'll be careful with like describing crimes and stuff because of like demonetization. Because in real life, I won't use like abbreviations. Like I won't say like SA. I'll say the words right. But like,
Yeah.
I'm not like not saying the F slur because I use it every day. It's because I don't say it at all.
Yeah, they said it like it was like a feature of the platform of being on Rumble. They're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, you can say that here? Let's go.
They're-
Like,
they're-
no, that's not.
They threw that out like, comment, subscribe, slur. Like they like just
Yeah.
oh shit, bro.
Hell no. But I feel like Rumble would be a cool place for weak content.
Why do you think that YouTube doesn't fuck with weak content? That I'm kind of surprised by that.
He blew up. What is he talking about?
Yeah, and also like, it's a really obvious answer, right? It's like most countries in the world, it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, like, if you like on camera smoked a bowl, you're gonna get blocked in like a bunch of countries because it's illegal, right? That's why that happens. Like,
Yeah.
there's states like you can't smoke weed in excuse me, I don't know, Alabama, I don't think, right? Like there's states where it's illegal, right? Because y'all, it's like state by state, right? Because here it was illegal. Canada, it was illegal everywhere, and then it was legal everywhere, like in a day. Boom.
Yeah, that's so much smarter.
It was like a federal thing. So
Man, why would he go to? I went to Rumble just to see, and the biggest stream right now is Infowars, and it's 1,700 people. So
yikes!
there's not much going on over there.
Yeah, because isn't like a Hassan stream like 40,000
Yeah,
normally?
and even the Young Turks are over 2K on Twitch. It's like,
Oh my
even
jeez.
Infowars is struggling.
Yeah, because Infowars is definitely the biggest one. Like that would,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the only name on the platform, really.
yeah, or America First, right? Would be the only other one I can
Yeah.
think of, which would be Nick
Crazy.
Fuentes. But
Oh,
like,
yeah, I wonder if Sneako can't get more than.
but
300
Infowars is definitely
people.
way bigger than America First too. Like Alex Jones is like rich as fuck. Like, well, not anymore. He's bankrupt. 'Cause the lawsuits, but that's a whole other thing.
$1.5 billion that
Yeah.
they had to pay out.
Nah,
Yeah,
smoke that Alex pack too. Faded than a
Yeah.
hoe. We gotta use that before we can't use it ever again because his head's gonna explode from like semen retention or something. Whatever happens with that. He's gonna look like the guidance counselor from South Park when he has the tie and his head's really really big. Because you know, like when he takes it off, his head deflates, right?
Yeah.
But like when the semen retention is gonna like fill his head like that.
Got knocked off.
After I got banned.
Rumble,
feel
woke.
me?
That's woke. That's woke. Yeah, YouTube's Trippington, you feel me? Susan, She
Trippington.
needs to smoke a Bluntington, man. She needs to take a trip to Richmond City. Simple, you feel me? Real shit, real shit. Hold up, I'm not feeling so good. I had some Indian food. What the hell?
Why is he doing this shit?
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh,
You good?
oh.
What?
Oh my god. Yikes.
That's just how it ends?
Yikes.
Oh, okay. So
I
this
feel
is...
betrayed mostly.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sad. Okay, so this is where it ends. Thank you for coming,
Finally,
Austin.
we made it through.
Again, all of Austin's stuff, subscribe to Austin, and I mean, me, I guess. I never mentioned that in my videos either, but like, so thank you for
Yeah.
coming. This was very fun. I really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in Austin's streams too, so.
Heck
Yay! Now to get to the end of the video. Boop, boop. Okay, so that concludes the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my patrons again. Links, sources, Amazon, Patreon, everything you need to know, all down below. I have more videos in the pipeline. I have 2 in my brain that I'm already working on. Suggest any content down below. If you have longer suggestions or you have like receipts to show me, there is an email down below, mikasfcontent@gmail.com. You feel free to email me there. I will not answer the email, probably because I just always forget. I do read them all though. And that is where you can suggest anything. Also, my DMs, all of my social medias. It's Mikasa's Forest. Yes, and that's referencing Attack on Titan. I apologize in advance. But those are all the same socials across all of my platforms. And you can find me there to DM me as well. Anyways, y'all have a great day. And I'll see you when I see you. Bye.
You asked for it, bitch.